Welcome again to the Old Principal. I am the Old Principal, and we have come to another 老校长的英文节目. So now, here we go. This lesson is a story. Where did I find this story? I'm not sure where I found this story, but it's a good story. A cool, you know what cool is? 凉快的 summer evening, 夏天的晚上. Okay, well, this is, especially if you are in America, you have 夏令时间, so it's light, very late. So it's a cool summer evening. And what's going to happen here? This will be lesson number 11. And if you will listen to this story now as my wife reads it, we will come back and look at it sentence by sentence.
Number 11. A cool summer evening. It's a cool summer evening. The air is fresh, and there is a sweet smell of wild flowers. High up on a grassy mountainside, two young people stand staring at each other, separated by a deep gulf. They are not too far away. They can clearly see each other. They both have a far-away look in their eyes. They are lonely. The emotions run wild. She desires to be embraced by his strong arms. He looks across the gulf. He longs to hold her in his arms. But how can they cross the gulf? Oh, then suddenly he sees it. He picks up the rope, ties a rock around one end, and with all his strength throws it across the gulf. If he can secure the rope, he will be able to get over to her side. He aimed high. Up, up the rock goes, further and further away from him. Down, down it comes until it lands next to her soft, pretty feet. He has done it. He has finally found a way to reach her. Then, oh no! She kicked the rope off the cliff. What is she doing? What is she trying to say? Does she not want his love? Confused, he winds the rope up, thinking it was an accident, and hurls it toward her again. Again she kicks it off the cliff. He tries a few more times, then gives up in frustration. Sadly, they both turn and walk away from each other. The young man was thinking that she never wanted his love, and the young woman was wondering why he was trying to hit her in the head with a jagged piece of rock. Experts tell us one of the fastest growing diseases in our society today is loneliness. Though we are surrounded by millions of people, many of us still feel alone. And it is often misunderstanding that leads to our loneliness.
Welcome again. Welcome back. Here we are, ready to go. It's a cool summer evening. The air is fresh, 新鲜的空气, and there is the sweet smell, 甜蜜的这个香味 of what? Wildflowers. 肯定是在山上, right? Wildflowers. 野生的花, 这个野花. Wow. We are up on a beautiful mountainside going on. High up on the grassy mountainside, 山坡 OK 就是在山坡那个地方 grassy 有草 OK 青草 OK and it's high on the mountainside so it's not down 不是在平地 OK two young people stand staring at each other, separated by a deep gulf. Okay, we got to stop right there. The word gulf is, you've heard of shangu, okay? Okay, this is a shangu, okay? This is a very steep area that's separating these young people. There are two young people. They stand staring at each other. 灯是对方 Okay, he is looking at her, she is looking at him, and they're separated by a deep gulf. What is a deep gulf? It could be a gorge, it could be several different things, but they're separated. They cannot get to each other. 没办法到对方去. But, going on, they are not too far away. Now this is interesting because they're not so far away, they can see each other. They can see each other clearly. Okay? 他们可以看得很清楚. They both have a faraway look in their eyes. Okay, now, I need both of my hands here. When we say they have a faraway look in their eyes, we don't mean anything about eyes. Let me explain how this works. If it says a far away look in their eyes, it simply means that their thoughts, 他们的思想已经跑到一个很远的一个地方啊. So they're not, it has nothing to do with eyes. They have a faraway look in their eyes. Sometimes, you know, if you watch people's eyes, my wife tells me about this. You look at people's eyes and you can tell what they're thinking. Is that so? Well, I don't know. She's much better at this than I am. I'm not so sure about that. But I can tell you that if you have a faraway look in your eyes, that means that you are thinking about something else. They are lonely. Okay? They are 很孤独 or 孤单. They are lonely. They have a far away look in their eyes. Going on. Emotions run wild. Sometimes people have a hard time controlling their emotions. 情感很难控制. So, when it says the emotions run wild, that simply means 这个他们的情感 what do we say? The 情感失控. They lost control of their emotions. And here's how they lost control. She desires to be embraced by his strong arms. What does that mean? Embraced, 拥抱. What is it she desires? 渴望什么？她的这个手背会拥抱她。She's just, of course you say 乱想, okay? Or you say it's a daydream, it's a 白日梦. But this is emotions out of control, okay? Now that's her. How about the man? He looks across the gulf. 他看过这个深谷, sees her, okay? He longs to hold her in her arms for a amount of time. 他渴望, to long. Now that's interesting, isn't it? We know what long is. Long is 长, but it's also a verb. In this case, he longs, 渴望着 hold her in her arms, 把她拥到他的怀抱, using his hands, trying to hold her in her arms, 用她的手背. So they want each other. Is that safe to say? From this story so far, they are thinking, emotionally, their thoughts are running wild. They're thinking about love and appreciation and all of these things. And so we go on. But how can they cross the gulf? This is the problem. How can they 怎么能够过那个深谷啊? They're so close and yet so far away. How can they cross? There's no way to cross going on. Then suddenly, he sees it. He, that means the young man, sees it. He sees a rope. Somebody left a rope. 他看到一个绳子. But even more than this, he ties a rock around the end of the rope. So he ties 把一个石头绑在那个绳子上面. Okay, so he ties the rope with this rock in it, and with all his strength, throws it across the gulf. 用他的最大的力气扔丢过 the gulf. Gulf 就是深谷. Okay, so now going on. If he can secure the rope, he will be able to get over onto her side. If he can, okay, 固定 the rope, tie it at each end, then he will have a way to 过这个深谷, to go over to her side. He can get over to her side. Going on. He aimed high. 他对着好高的瞄准, and he aimed high. Going on. Up, up, up goes the rock, higher and higher, further and further away, and then down, down, down. until it lands by her pretty soft feet. Soft, 柔软的美丽的脚边呢 by lands next to 这个 so the rock and the rope goes up, 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 and then down, 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 and lands by her feet. Wow. Going on. He has done it. 成功了. He has finally found a way to reach her. 终于找到一个办法能够跑到他那边去啊。Then, going on. Oh no! 怎么搞的？ Going on. She kicked the rope off the cliff. 她用蹄子，她用她的脚踢，把这个石头跟绳子踢掉，过这个悬崖，过这个悬崖。What is she doing? What is she trying to say? Does she not want his love? 她做的到底是什么？她的意思 What is she trying to say? 她的意思到底是什么呢？难道她不要他的爱吗？难道她不要他的爱吗？ Going on. Confused. 非常困惑。He winds up the rope. So he pulls the rope up. And then he winds the rope up, getting ready to throw it again. Okay? All the time he is thinking, 他想 it was an accident. 是一个意外，不是故意的啦。So he hurls it. He throws it. 扔丢。Okay, he throws it, hurls it toward her again, up, over. Going on. She kicked it off the cliff again. Again, she kicked it off the cliff. He tries a few more times. And then he gives up in frustration. 因为无奈而放弃. He tried a few more times. Every time, the same result, 一样的结果呢? What to do? Going on. Sadly, 很难过. They both turn and walk away from each other. 他们两位转身就离开对方了。They both turn and walk away from each other. The young man was thinking that she never wanted his love. The young man, 年轻的男人, he was thinking that she did not want his love. 他不要他的爱. That's what he was thinking, you know. He was sad. It looked like that she was lonely, but it made him sad. But in the end, he said, 可见的，他不要我的爱. That's what he was thinking, that she never wanted his love. Going on. And the young woman was wondering, okay, in this case, 不知道为什么, wondering, in this case, is 不知道为什么, he was trying to hit her in the head with a jagged piece of rock. Okay? 为什么他用一个锯齿的石头 okay, a jagged piece of rock. Let's make sure I have that right. 锯齿的 jagged, it's not smooth. Why is he trying to 打到他的头 with this rock? And this is what she is wondering. 为什么他就是要打我了啊? Going on. And experts tell us that the fastest growing diseases, well, at least one of them in America, is loneliness. 专家就跟我们说，这是在美国的，不过我相信是在哪一个国家还不是一样嘛。I think almost any country has the same problem, and that is that fastest growing diseases, 发展最快的这个疾病 in our society, 在社会当中，社会上 today is loneliness, 孤独，孤单。Are you lonely? This is a problem that many people have going on. Although we are surrounded by millions of people, many of us still feel alone. 虽然 you could say although, 虽然我们是千千万万个人围绕着我们呢。Okay? So there are many people around us. Obviously, maybe not a million, but this is the way we say it. 我们有些人还是觉得 we feel alone, 感到孤单。Going on. And it is often misunderstanding, okay, that leads to our loneliness. Do you understand this? What causes us to be lonely? What is it that makes us feel so lonely and alone? We all face this to a certain extent. Some people more, some people less. Some people not very much. They've solved their problem. That's an interesting subject to study in the future. But what is it that causes okay? Let's take a look. It is often misunderstanding. 互相 what? 误会 misunderstanding 误会导致 that leads okay 导致 that leads or causes 我们的 loneliness 我们的孤单孤独 Okay, so there you have it. Have you ever gone out in the woods? Or maybe I should say, have you ever climbed a mountain and you were alone? Many times, especially before I got married, I would go out into the countryside. I would walk up into the hills. 我就上山 我一个人慢慢走. And I didn't see any pretty girls. I mean, there were just no pretty girls there. And I may not have even had a girlfriend at that time. Or even if I had a girlfriend. This was nearly 50 years ago, so times are different, 时代不同. So I would walk out in the countryside and I would feel lonely. Of course, I saw the birds. 好的天气很好，山上很美丽. I enjoyed all of this. But all of this eclipsed, 遮蔽, eclipsed my loneliness. There are many, many lonely people. When I walk, even in a big city like Hong Kong, where I live, in a big city, there are many, 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 what do you call it? Lonely, sad people. They're looking for a friend. So, if you see a person that's all by themselves and they have that far away look in their eye, remember what we said? Far away look. You can tell that they're thinking about somewhere else a long, long ways away. If you see that kind of person, say something to them. Be nice to them and smile. Oh, I wish I could say more, but we better tell you that we do have an email address. Our email address is theoldprinciple@gmail.com. And our website is www.theoldprinciple.org. Hey, it's been great to spend these few minutes with you. And I hope that next time you'll bring a friend and join us for another session with 老校长. Until then, bye-bye for now.